Bethlehem was the dominant industrial force in this country. They took Bethlehem steel to build America.
A lot of families, generations have worked here.
We lived a good life.
The company provided a very good livelihood for everybody that worked here.
Hundreds of Bethlehem steel workers in Pennsylvania are about to lose their jobs. Saturday, the company's flagship plant will stop pouring steel.
This was like your home, your second home.
My dad worked here all his life. We sweated our life in them furnaces.
I'm used to the hustle and bustle and coming to work, and now it's gone.
The silence was deafening.
It was rather depressing in the neighborhood.
There's a lot of other old steel workers, we have nowhere to go.
It was really the heartbeat of the city.
It's very sad to see the current state of the steel company.
It's only existing in our hearts anymore. I think it's time to move on.
We thought, that no problem, we'll be able to attract other industries to come in or something to come in onto the site. However, as time went on, we learned that that wasn't going to happen.
There's just not a source of federal dollars or state dollars or local dollars that's going to be substantial enough that's going to make an impact on a site of this size.
It's very hard to find a developer who will commit themselves to preserving the history of Bethlehem Steel.
My family worked here, my grandfather worked here, my dad. We had union brothers, tons of them working here. We even had some guys killed on the job, and we really would like to see the museum go here.
It needs a project like this to revitalize the city.
The city of Bethlehem lost 15 to 20% of its tax base when the steel company left.
People in this area need jobs, and they need jobs close by.
When you're dealing with a property this size, it's beyond the scope of small business people to deal with it. And our mission always was not just the business district, it was the whole South Side. This is our neighborhood. We've done a good job. This is the next step in the process.
South Bethlehem really needs something that could make them proud to be a part of Bethlehem, because right now we really don't have anything.
This is the one chance I think we have for someone with a vision and with the capital and the resources necessary to make that vision a reality. I've had the pleasure of working with Las Vegas Sands over the last couple of years that they've been interested in this site, that they've owned this site, and I don't think there's another company in the country that has the vision and the expertise and the ability to pull something like this off.
They're all first-class people, and they really have a plan. These are the people that can make it happen.
The cooperation and the partnership that's formed over the years is a great relationship, and they know what this means to us. We are trusting them with our city.
The Las Vegas Sands, when they came here, they asked us to voice their opinion, what we thought of different things. And then they went back to the drawing board and see what they could do, and they came back and tried to work with us. They're here to build on the legacy of Bethlehem Steel. That's what really they're doing.
I've seen the plans for the model, and I think it's spectacular. It would breathe new life into the city. They're talking about a museum to honor the Bethlehem Steel, which is so important to us.
That was one of the things we wanted to do. We wanted to keep the historic integrity of the site.
The plan that is before us is one that will preserve the iron-making side of it, the blowing engines, and part of the number 2 machine shop and other facilities throughout the site.
That total sense of pride is what makes me want to keep these structures, especially the blast furnaces that are right here. To me, I'm looking at those things, and once they're groomed the way they should, I think that's going to be our Mount Rushmore.
I think for anybody that's not familiar with this area, to drive into town and see that new casino, they will not recognize that it's not just one of the many other buildings that are part of Bethlehem Steel. It looks like it's been here forever. It melds into the environment, and that is truly the beauty of it.
You're going to take what is a liability and make it an asset. And the thousands of jobs it will create and the tens of thousands of people who will be attracted to this area will be remarkable.
With the redevelopment of the site, I think there will be an enormous amount of energy back here on the site, which I think is fantastic. I think mixed use on the site, which is something that the owners have talked about and want to do, is the key.
It was always envisioned, even when Bethlehem Steel were the owners, that this would be a mixed-use hotel, entertainment, retail, commercial, office, residential, arts and cultural component. I mean, it's very consistent, actually, with what this community's always wanted for this site. Adaptive reuse of the existing buildings and something that would pay tribute to the 125 years of steelmaking history that took place on this site, and everything that, all the products that were produced here and all the lives that were changed as a result of working here. I think gaming is a way for all of us to realize, I think, a community vision for this site that's very consistent with what we've wanted over the last decade.
I see this as being key in turning around all of the remaining buildings and or businesses that need to go upscale and bring more people to the south side.
It would be nice to have people coming into this area and enjoying this beautiful town, because it is a beautiful town, and especially around Christmas time with the way the Christmas city is and the tours and all that, it's just going to just light it up even more.
I love the city of Bethlehem foremost, and to me that's what it's about.
As the lights went out, the jobs left, and it just was a draining of both resources, jobs, and energy from the city. We have worked for so long to bring life back to Bethlehem Steel, and that's what this project's going to do.
They're going to change the whole system. They're going to change the face of the Bethlehem Steel. They're going to bring jobs. They're going to be prosperity.
We not only need jobs, we need money for the budget, revenue to pay the bills, but the most important thing is to save the Bethlehem Steel.
It's going to be a national project in scope. It is going to restructure the image of Pennsylvania, because it will take the image of our industrial past and combine them with technology, arts, culture, and nightlife. As the key growth region of Pennsylvania, we need this project to be here. The community is behind this, and our nonprofit is behind it.
The noise ain't here. The people ain't here. The casino, if it comes, which I hope it does, so I can come and sit in a park bench and watch all these people go by. It would be a nice reason to see everybody come back.
It would be like a second awakening, and it would pump some life into this old steel mill again.
We got one chance to get this right, and I think this is the opportunity to do it right. And it is not by any means an act of desperation on a part of this community. This is a community that's weathered the loss of 30,000 jobs better than probably any community in the country. I don't know that anyone could have imagined the demise of Bethlehem Steel 15 or 20 years ago and imagined that this community would be thriving in the way that it is. And so I think it's a true testament to the people that live here and to the spirit of the people that are here.
The potential here is awesome. So much can be done here, and now is the time to seize that opportunity. We can't wait forever for something else that might come along when the opportunity is here right now, that somebody wants to give Bethlehem a chance and they want to preserve this site. It doesn't get any better than that. How could you say no to that?